So, Rose, can you tell me a little bit about your previous job and why you decided to leave?
Well, there was an incident in the office. It came totally out of the blue, really. I mean, I had never so much as swallowed a fly in my life before that. Well, that's not entirely true. I did kill a Daddy Longlegs once. But that's not totally true either. It's not so much that I killed him, in that I let him die. You see, I was in bed reading one night, and he was buzzing around the room, really getting on my nerves. And then he flew onto the bedside lamp. And because I'd been reading for hours, the bulb was really hot, so his legs kind of got stuck to it. And I just looked at him and I thought, no, I'm not going to help you. So he burned to death. But other than that, I can honestly say I've never done anything even remotely, vaguely rebellious in my life. My idea of going wild was to skip youth club one night to go down to the beach and eat chips with a boy. I didn't have a very nice time. For a start, there was too much vinegar on the chips and they were very soggy and not very nice at all. And secondly, the date was a complete disaster. The shoes were just all wrong. Black buckled shoes they were. And he had turn-ups on his jeans. I know. It's just awful. And to top it all off, he wore one of those t-shirts with the buttons down the front and no collar. I mean, I just couldn't cope with that at all. There was this really awkward moment when he tried edging towards me, hoping I wouldn't notice his horrible jeans and his horrible shoes and his horrible turn-ups. But I did. And I thought, I don't want my first kiss to be with someone in turn-up jeans and a button-down t-shirt. So I said very nicely, I'm sorry, but I don't want to kiss you because I have had too much vinegar and I don't like buttons. And then I just ran off, basically. And then a week later, Mrs. Watkins just happened to bump into Mammy in Tesco and she just happened to mention that I'd been missing from the youth club the week before. Let's just say Mammy wasn't very pleased with me. I still can't straighten this finger. Anyway, it was her typing, funnily enough, that did it in the end. Geraldine in the office. I'd listened to that typing for 2 whole years without saying a word. 2 years. I mean, who on earth types with 2 fingers? Not even me. It's ridiculous. And on that particular day, it just seemed to get louder and louder and louder. Just tap, 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 until I just couldn't take it anymore. And then a strange hot sensation came over me like I'd never felt before. So I picked up a pencil from the pencil pot in front of me. I always use pencils, I don't like to use bires. And I just stuck it into her stupid 1-finger typing hand the whole way in. So it stood up, all by itself. And a trickle of blood just gathering around the knuckles. And then Geraldine stood up and started flapping around and shouting, "Call the police, call the police." But nobody moved. They just stood there staring with their mouths open, looking like complete idiots. So then I lifted her laptop and I threw it out the window. The sound of it crunching on the pavement below was just so satisfying. And then everything after that just seemed to happen in slow motion. And the women in the office were running around trying to find plasters and Dettol and God knows what. And all this time, Geraldine was whimpering and flapping and looking a little bit retarded, if I'm honest. I know I'm not supposed to say that. But she did. And then she started properly crying. So I knew it was time to go. So I took my bag and my pencil pot and I walked out of there without looking back. Well, I'm currently between jobs, but for the first time in my life, I feel free. And it's a wonderful feeling. It's really wonderful.
Well, thank you for coming in today, Rose. We'll be in touch.
Great. When?
By the end of next week, I would expect.
Okay. Oh, there's one other thing. I know I said I could start on the 11th, but I can't start on the 11th because we're having a mass for Mammy on the 11th, but I can start on the 12th. It's her month's mine.
Well, I think we'll leave it there, Rose, okay? You've done really well today. I'll see you at 4 for your group session, okay?
Okay.